Right, Rich, here at Great Wakering, away game against White End Zone. If the last two games against them is anything to go by, it's going to be an entertaining one, 4 or 5-4 in the last two games. Just talk us through your situation today. I know the squad looks very, very light in usual personnel, but obviously you've got some players back. So
right.
just talk us through that and your thoughts ahead of the game.
Yeah, Julio comes back in, central midfield. Good to get him back in. He's a player we all love, a young player that's come through already this season. He's like kind of a quarterback in the respect that he wants to get on the football and sprays passes around all day. So I'm very happy to have that kind of player available to come back in the middle of the park. As does Joe Lilly. Joe Lilly's back just in front of him in an attacking midfield role. Great to have Joe back. He's been away for a few weeks, but he looks fresh and ready. Freddie Mattick's still not quite ready. Recovering from that bad tackle he received the other night against Romford. Henry Fisher restored to the starting lineup. Great to have Henry back. Obviously he's been really busy with bits and pieces to do with his brother, but yeah, very happy to have him back. And Jack Zielinski makes a welcome return to the squad on the bench as well, which is great to see him involved with the group again after a recent stint away with the reserve scoring goals, and hopefully he's nice and fresh and ready to go. Majority of those situations are forced upon us. We do have a bit of a healthy contingent missing through injury at the moment, which is a real shame, but it is what it is. And for us to still be able to put as much quality out on the pitch as we can like this, all right, be it they're a bit young, some of them, but there's still some phenomenal young footballers in this group, and you know, some strength and power as well. I think we're doing all right. You know, you won't get any excuses from us, but we are missing some of the what are the bigger players in the group. But on paper, it still looks incredibly strong to me.
Yeah, Ensign come on the back of a good victory in the week.
Very good, yeah.
After we've had a tough result, so no doubt the boys will be up for it, but no doubt this is going to be a tough game.
Oh, without a doubt. I actually went and watched Ensign against Romford, and yeah, from what I saw, especially in the second half, they deserved their win. And that win does bring confidence, especially when you come back at home. They'll be nice and fresh and ready to go. I mean, the weather out here again today is phenomenal. There's a nice little zip on the pitch, but bright sunshine in November. They're at home, so they'll be coming at us and feeling very confident after, you know, their recent results. So, you know, no doubt it'll be a really tough game. And as you said earlier, the last couple of games we played them, I think they've edged it by the odd goal in, what is it? How many? 14, 13 or something goals in 2 games. So, yeah, it'd be interesting to see what we get today, won't it?
Yeah. Important that we start to pick up results again, and we spoke about it before. Good win on Friday, then a tough defeat on Monday.
Yeah.
But with teams that are around us, they're sort of around us, and a win takes us in front. So how important it is to start picking up teams against the sides around us.
Well, this is it. We've got a few games now against those teams that are in that kind of area of the table. Yeah, do you know, I said to the boys just now in the warm-up, I'm not sure what I'm going to get from you at the moment, and it seems getting on my nerves a little bit, you know. So we have that wonderful performance and power. We look really powerful against Romford, I felt. Looked very good. And then Monday night, not so much, and struggled. Doesn't help losing 4 players to injury during the game, but that's no excuse. So we're just trying to basically make sure that we nail what our fundamentals are, and that's to start with outworking the opposition, you know, collectively and individually, and go from there and try and impose ourselves on the game. But as you say, that appears to have been our problem and our Achilles heel this season, that we have one good performance and don't quite follow it up. So that being said, hopefully we had our inconsistent performance on Monday night, and hopefully this will be the positive one.
Yeah, and how good it is to have Joe back. I know before he left, he started to get into some form actually. I remember the Bucko Steel game, and then the game after, he was really started to get involved, and that's important to have him back in the squad.
Well, Joe's a bit of everything for us, isn't he? He does the he's our set piece guru. He's aware of everything that makes us tick in that respect as well. Not only that, he's a very, very clever footballer. You know, ability and touch to die for. And as you say, the Bucko Steel, he scored a couple of goals in the game after that. He was looking incredibly sharp. So, again, it's a player that's been away and not involved for a few weeks. So, you know, he's had a nice refresh little break, and hopefully he's come back, you know, ready to go and recharged and feeling at it and hungry. And sometimes, you know, it could be great having that sort of little break that nothing else has affected you type thing. So yeah, look, Joe Lilly's Joe Lilly's he's a fabulous footballer. I just want to get him on the ball and get him playing, to be truthful.
Yeah. All right, Rich. Good luck today, mate. Cheers.
Not Portway.
What was he playing? Back, the back.
Playing the back game, mate. Yeah, same back to us Wednesday night.
Absolutely right.
Oh, I totally agree.
Still live in the same place?
No?
Keep us! Tony, come! Tony, come! Hey! Fucking hell! Fucking easy, boys. Stand him up. Fucking stand him up. Step with it. Step with it. Those points, good lads. Brown goal side, Caleb.
Those balls.
Good in. Yeah! That's what we get for talking. Well done. Like this. Good in. Good in.
Fuck's sake.
Come on.
Same player scored the first one. That same player scored the first one.
Who's gonna fucking take some? Boys, see that shit for a fucking mile away. Go outside. Good boy, mate. Pick him up. Go outside. Good boy. Pick him up. Go outside. Good boy. Go. Oh. Go. Go. Got up. Boys.
We're not good in these situations. So just get ahead to it, get it out.
Jump! Yeah! Second aid! Jump! finish that, mate. Stay in. I'm not slowing down. Stay in. Hey, let's go.
Nice goals! Look, what are we doing? Who set the wall?
Oh, Joe, unlucky.
Right, here we're Rich after a 4-2 victory against Ensign. I wish it was 4-0. That makes 25 goals between the two sides in 3 games.
Is that right?
I thought it was a convincing performance. I thought we were great going forward. Usual thing, a couple of sloppy goals, but in all I thought we were the better side.
Yeah, I agree. I think we looked like we could score every time we went forward today, which is a nice feeling. And again, which you just alluded to, first half especially, at times I feel like we can concede at any time the other opposition go forward. Look, again, a team that hasn't played much together in terms of new bodies in the starting 11 again. We do need to get a bit of continuity going in terms of, I'd love to be able to play the same 11 or maybe bring the odd one in now and again and get a bit of continuity in that way. But no, I thought we were very good today, actually. A couple of sloppy goals we gave away when we were in the ascendancy and on top as well. That was the annoying thing. But our big players produced today as far as I'm concerned. Joe Lilly I thought was outstanding. He hasn't kicked a ball in 3 weeks and he's got 3 assists. Did he score?
He scored the last one, yeah.
Oh, and Joe scored the last one as well. So that's some impact back into the group in that hole that I feel I've always wanted to play him in personally for the last few years and never quite got him into that area because of not having enough squad depth in other areas to allow that. But I think that shows with him in 3 games. He scored 3 goals and set up all the others playing in that area of the pitch. So it really does suit him and suits us. Special mention to Henry Fisher, first full game in over a year, and I thought him and Jake has got better and better as the game went on. Very, very new partnership, but one that I feel could be quite good moving forward. They're both are strong boys, strong characters and good in the air. I think a very good team performance, to be honest. I thought I had a bit of a grumble up at half time about protecting the centre halves and that area in front of them defensively and for the second ball. But as I say, second half, I thought they were outstanding. With Julio and Ozzy in there breaking play up and then playing as well. I think everyone did their job today. I'm incredibly happy with that.
Yeah. Obviously, a special mention to Josh Boxall, hat-trick of headers. Smallest player on the...
It's not surprising, is
yeah,
it?
well, for anyone who don't know Josh, it is surprising because he's the smallest player on the pitch. But for us, we know what he can do.
Yep.
3 well-taken goals, and you've got to be in the right place to get that. You've got to be happy with that.
I'm very happy. I'll say it on camera, I had a real rant with him behind the scenes the last couple of weeks, and I've challenged him to be better, to want to do better and to hold on to his shirt. and I can't really drop him after a hat-trick today with 3 headers. But no, he's decent in the air, the boy. He times his run really well, and he's got a terrific leap. And yeah, I mean, he could have had a couple more as well, I think, to be truthful. His free kick was very, very close to going in. So it's a great performance. But again, it's about the team, and I want to celebrate the team, to be truthful. Ozzy's come in, and he's not just tied it together on the pitch. I always knew what Oz was about, but he ties it together away from the pitch. He's the class clown, he's the class joke, and a little special mention to him, because the last 3 days in particular in the group chat, he has been sensational. And he has pulled us all together. And I had to challenge him, I had to send him away to make him realise what it was to stop taking it for granted and to lose something, knowing full well that I wanted to get him back in at some point. And I'm over the moon with his attitude and coming into the group. He's knitted that midfield area together well with all the injuries that we've suffered in there. But again, Harry Herbert, he walked in at 8 o'clock this morning from work. He worked all through the night, and to produce 90 minutes like that, he got better and better as the game went on. Jay Fisher, 18 years of age at right back, probably his 4th game of football this week. Do you know what I'm saying? We've got positives everywhere, and look, it's knitting together nicely. And each game that we do get a positive result, I'm actually seeing them learn and develop and grow and understand and pull together a bit more. And that's where we're at. I mean, you know, if I tell you there's 6 players on the pitch today that I didn't even know personally last season, you know, we're going in the right direction quite quickly. So yeah, we get a few back from injury, and we'll be even stronger. Yeah,
we spoke before the game about the run of games we got over the next probably next 6 or 7. All teams around us, all bar Little Oakley, I think. So we spoke about today being the first one of those. So you know, that's 3 points. I'm sure you'll be looking at the next few weeks not an opportunity to move up the table. Not disrespecting anybody, but on paper, you know, we feel that we should be able to.
They'll be saying the same thing when they have a conversation about looking at their fixtures, but we do. And look, a confidence booster after an indifferent performance on Monday evening, or maybe we just take, you know, give the credit to Clacton for doing the job on us. But look, today I felt we looked confident. I'm really happy with Julio. He's my quarterback, and I've got to be careful with him. I've got to nurture him. I've got to allow him to get on the ball and make mistakes and learn from them. And because for every mistake he makes, he's going to create 4 or 5 really good passing opportunities or free someone up. So, you know, for a 16-year-old boy that's doing this, that's still at school, you know, or maybe we just take, you know, give the credit to Clacton for doing the job on us. But look, today I felt we looked confident. I'm really happy with Julio. He's my quarterback, and I've got to be careful with him. I've got to nurture him. I've got to allow him to get on the ball and make mistakes and learn from them. And because for every mistake he makes, he's going to create 4 or 5 really good passing opportunities or free someone up. So, you know, for a 16-year-old boy that's doing this, that's still at school, you know, and I'm pinning my hopes on him and asking him to deliver. I'm over the moon with him today. I think they grew up a little bit today, if I'm being honest.
All right, Rich, well deserved today, well done. We can enjoy our Saturday evening.
Now, mate. Come on.
All right, cheers, well done. All right, here with Josh after a 4-2 win against White Ensign. Josh, I don't know if that's your first hat-trick of your career, but it's definitely, I'm sure, the first hat-trick of headers. Talk us through the game and obviously the team's performance.
No, yeah, we needed the result, to be fair. We knew that they were going to battle, they were going to be, as they have been the last 2 times we played them, in the air, elbows, throwing it about, so we had to match it for the first half, and I thought midfield battle was class, and then, yeah, we 3 headers in 1 game ain't too bad, is it?
Yeah.
But, I've always been decent in the air, so it worked well today.
Yeah, and we spoke in importance about having Joe back. Not only Joe gives us quality on the pitch, but we know from his set pieces and his delivery that you know, he's created a lot from that. How important was he today in the goals that you scored? I think he set up all 3 of them. And how did it feel having him back in? Not that it's about individuals, but sometimes when you've lost a little bit of even just the set play quality, players like that make a difference. Did you guys feel that today?
Yeah, of course, yeah. I personally couldn't go away for 3 weeks and do what he'd done, but no, he always wants to get on the ball. Like you say, his delivery from set pieces is unbelievable, but even in the game, he does the bits that people don't really see as well. He drops in, gets in the hole, breaks up play, and then, like you say, when he gets on the ball, whether it's left foot, right foot, he got his goal today as well, which was unbelievable. But yeah, so good to have him back. He's a massive part of the team, and not even just in football, but as a pal, we get on really well, and yeah, we've got that little kind of link up there. So no, it's quality to have him back.
Yeah, and after me and Rich spoke before the game after Monday's defeat. You know, we've got to try and get out of this Jekyll and Hyde type of character where one week we look like we're unplayable, next week we look like we never played together. Today I thought we looked like we could score on every attempt going forward. We've got a lot of sides in and around us over the next 5 or 6 games. What's the squad's faults? Obviously we've got players coming back. You know, key players that have been missing. How's the squad feeling, and you know, are we learning from those defeats and trying to put them right? You know, in a way that we can start to build some momentum.
Yeah, I think, like you say, we've had a really tough run. I think over the last 2 months we've played near enough every team that are in the top 5, which has been difficult, and it's a learning curve for us all. Games on Saturdays, then Wednesdays, then Mondays. It's a lot to fit in, but exactly as you say, there should be some games coming up that we should be able to take points from. And if we start winning games back to back, obviously confidence builds. That's when you start playing your football as well. Yeah. And hopefully we can start climbing up the league again. Because as you say, I don't think the league table reflects the football team that we are. I think we should be a lot higher up. And hopefully we can start showing that over the next couple of months. And start cementing our position higher up in the league, mate.
Yeah. We got no midweek games, so it's a week's worth of rest. So hopefully that allows a few people to recharge and get some players back in. Just a comment on you know, the midfield today. I thought Ozzy and Julio were superb in there. Ozzy's come back fresh, looks like a different player in terms of his attitude, and Julio, we know what he brings to the side. Just your thoughts on them, because obviously sometimes those types of players don't get the credit because they do all the dirty work, but I thought they've done that really well today.
Yeah, we've always known what Ozzy can do. I don't think I've played with anyone better at breaking the ball up, and he's not as pretty on the ball, but he does the ugly bit. And then I think they complement each other really well, because Julio on the ball, he's unbelievable. If you give him a bit of space, he's going to beat 3 men and find the pass as well. So no, I'd say they probably won us the game today, especially in the second half. They tucked in, done the battle, won everything, and to be honest, second half I can't really remember Ensign having a shot. So they've nullified that, and yeah, they were class, mate, like you say.
Yeah. All right, well, Josh, I'm sure we're all happy now. It's always good on a Saturday when we can go home with 3 points, and hopefully we can build on that next week at home against Sorbo.
Perfect.
Well done on your hat trick, mate.
Cheers, mate.
Good stuff. Cheers.